Tiếp tục với bài 6.29.
Unit 29. Word list. Analogous. If something is analogous to another thing, then it is like it in certain ways.
The relationship with his teacher was analogous to that of a son and mother.
Binoculars.
Binoculars.
Binoculars are a device used for seeing things that are far away.
He could see the ship on the horizon only if he used his binoculars.
Bulk.
Bulk.
The bulk of something is its great size.
The large elephant moved its bulk with legs as strong as tree trunks.
Comprise.
Comprise.
If something comprises something else, it consists of or is made up of it.
Our school's football team is mostly comprised with seniors.
Depict.
Depict.
To depict something means to show or portray it, often using art.
The statue's face depicted the general's determination and courage.
Dual.
Dual.
If something is dual, then it is made up of two parts.
The room had a dual function. It was a living room, but at night it was a bedroom.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit temperature is a scale where water freezes at 32 degrees and boils at 212 degrees.
When the temperature dropped at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it started snowing.
Fulfill.
Fulfill.
To fulfill something means to achieve or finish it.
The professor did not fulfill his promise not to miss a single class.
Grove.
Grove.
A grove is a small group of trees.
All the trees in this grove are apple trees.
Ore.
Ore.
Ore is the raw form of rock or material from which a valuable metal is taken.
The factory melted the ore and used it to make iron products.
Outback.
Outback.
The outback is the wild inland region of Australia where very few people live.
Many Australian farmers use the outback to raise cattle.
Outweigh.
Outweigh.
To outweigh something means to exceed it in value, amount, or importance.
Finding a warm place to sleep outweighed the need to find something to eat.
Paradox.
Paradox.
A paradox is a true statement or real event that seems illogical.
The paradox of her work was that the less she worked, the more she got done.
Pier.
Pier.
A pier is a structure that extends into a body of water.
If you want to catch bigger fish, then go to the far end of the pier.
Shortcut.
Shortcut.
A shortcut is a route that is shorter than the main route.
We got to the house first because we took a shortcut through the forest.
Tariff.
Tariff.
A tariff is a tax or fee paid on certain imports or exports.
Our tariff on imported wool makes foreign wool more expensive.
Thermometer.
Thermometer.
A thermometer is a device that measures temperature.
The thermometer outside the window indicated that it was a hot day today.
Tilt.
Tip.
To tilt something means to tip it into a sloping position.
She tilted her glass and almost spilled some of the wine inside.
Vice versa.
Vice versa.
If a statement is vice versa, then its two main ideas are switched with one another.
Students learn from their teachers and vice versa.
Whereabouts.
Whereabouts.
The whereabouts of someone or something is the place where they are.
The police looked for the lost dog, but its whereabouts were still unknown.
The shortcut. A truck driver was driving cargo from the outback to the coast. His load was comprised of many types of ore. He needed a huge truck to carry its bulk to a ship waiting at a pier on the country's eastern coast. At the border between two counties, he'd have to pay a tariff on the cargo. However, he could keep his money if he avoided the station at the border. He worried about getting in trouble for not paying the tariff, but the thought of extra money outweighed this concern. He took out his road map. To his surprise, it depicted a small road that had a dual advantage. It not only avoided the border station but also was a shorter route to the coast. He decided to take the shortcut. However, along his journey he soon ran into problems. First, he had to cross a small wooden bridge. His truck weighed too much for the bridge. It was analogous to an elephant trying to stand on a tree branch. The bridge started to break as the truck crossed, and the trailer tilted to the right. Fortunately, the truck made it safely across, but most of the ore fell into the river below. Next, it was a very hot day. The thermometer read over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The truck's engine became too hot, so the driver parked it in the shade of a grove of trees until it cooled down. Later, he took a wrong turn. He stopped and took out his binoculars. He scanned his surroundings and eventually discovered a landmark that led him back to the proper route. Finally, he arrived at the pier, but the ship wasn't there. When he asked about the ship's whereabouts, a man said that it had left 30 minutes ago. He had not fulfilled his duty. He realized then the paradox of the shortcut. The shortest route can be the longest, and vice versa, a long route may be the fastest.